I think this is a pretty good draft for BNK FEARX. I think they got a lot of comfort for the likes of Raptor, Vikla, Kellen. I know Jin not necessarily a pick we associate with Diablo, but I think it fits the composition well.
Probably just going to get this. You do see Raptor coming on down, but I think it's just a little bit too late for them to really contest. See some vision put down, but at the end of the day, the Dragon goes to Gen.G, and BNK are just kind of left scratching their heads. BNK looking to put some pressure on this red buff, but decent amount of vision, and the bottom lane is able to rotate over. And so I think they're okay for now, although Raptor sticking around, and now we got a TP coming in. So Raptor just going to poke Canyon a couple more times, but this is actually a Recon TP, and eventually Duro just going to get slammed into the wall. They're trying to burst him down, and the sweep comes in from Vikla. They get the kill on the Duro and onto Canyon, and it's on both of the carries as well. It's literally perfect for BNK.
But it just wasn't enough to negate the CC. They might be in trouble here.
Yeah, the knockup came in, and he's got to dodge the seismic shove, but they're not even going to use it. Just going to put a bunch of damage in. Keen, very low, but he does avoid that last turret shot. So Chovy at least able to make something happen on the top side of the map.
Yeah, it'll be him who picks up the kill, so he'll be enjoying the extra gold from that. Oh, I thought Duro nearly stole that.
It was very close. It was on 21, but Duro not able to Gleaming Quill it down. As this is going to be second Dragon here for Gen.G. They also got all 3 Void Grubs, so even though the fight went BNK's way, objective wins going heavily towards Gen.G, and it's a Cloud Soul.
Oh, Cloud Soul for this team is pretty crazy.
You know, try to get a gold lead, use that to get a bunch of Cloud Drakes, and then essentially say, okay, you got the Void Grubs, but whatever. We got a bunch of Cloud Drakes, and Cloud Soul also pretty good for them. Not amazing, but definitely very strong still, as we do have Vi up here in the top lane. They're just bullying Clear, who's going to try to taxi with the ult, but the chains come down, and he just disappears, pops like a balloon. It's a second kill here onto Clear, and they're going to do a bunch of damage to that turret as well.
Yep, going for the swap. Quest completed. Herald spawned in a couple of minutes, end up swapping that bot lane up to top and finding this play onto Clear. And now just able to pick up the turret as well with the help of those Void Grubs. Really nice setup. Baiting the ult from Clear with the Vial, and then Ruler just is there to clean up. And now that lead in the top lane is pretty massive.
Have an impact in the later stages of the game if you're very far ahead, so it does feel like she's got a lot going for her nowadays, and Keen has absolutely identified that. And he's going to be very important in this game for the team. Rift Herald is going to go over to Gen.G as well. So
that's 4 in a row.
Have everything.
Yeah.
You have Clear backing off the wave, and of course this Rift Herald's coming in towards mid lane. As Diablo doesn't seem to care. Did he not notice? I'm not sure. Okay, very nice ult away, but he's still going to die. And now the Pantheon ult comes in as well as the TP. BNK really hard forcing this one.
And the Herald coming with a Vi inside. And it just felt like it didn't register.
Yeah.
He just kind of stood there. They have to back away because of the Herald. But everything that came after was so confusing.
Yeah.
So, well, they found Duro.
Duro kind of taking a similar thought and saying, well, I have to clear this ward 100%. He's just going to get shot there as he dives over to Canyon. And,
yeah. After he goes for a divide, will Diablo get out?
Well, he's got his flash this time, and it just doesn't matter. He still dies. This is kind of like a repeat of what we saw last time, including the TPs coming in. This time it's Vikla, though, going to throw the Recon in, and it kind of just gets Raptor killed as Clear's here, but the flash on in from Keen. They want to take out Vikla, who tries to utilize the walk strategy and just dies instead. And it's only Clear left alive as the knockback comes in, and Chovy is just not missing these. And that's just an ace from Gen.G.
They didn't win that fight because they had all the objectives, but because they won that fight and they have all the objectives, that's why they win the game. Oh!
All right, well, they're trying to get Joseph here. Let's see if they can actually get him to knock into the wall, and that will be the kill going over to Raptor as they take down Chovy down there in the bottom lane. So that's one way to open up an objective for you.
Yeah, Clear's like, I kind of want to be here, but I'm not sure about it. And he makes the right call to back off, and now they also, oh, that's a lot of damage.
Gen.G are still very far ahead.
Clear is TPing in now. Raptor's still low. Keen is scary. They are threatening the engage.
I don't know if they have enough damage to take out Keen as, oh, the spy is early, and Yeah, Raptors is going to take that one down. Got pretty close as we do have the engage coming in from BNK. And even down all of this gold with the member advantage, they will be looking for the win in this fight as Keen says, I'm immortal, right? And I think we're going to test that here as eventually he will be going down. That's another shutdown going to Raptor.
A 5,500 gold lead to 1,000. So a big swing back. You can see on that gold graph, kind of crazy.
Denial of the Cloud Soul as well. You can only find success from that. Still, you know, it's not an undone deal. It doesn't mean that BNK are going to win this game or anything, but they've definitely put themselves back into a playable state.
Yeah, and we said we like that composition, right?
Yeah.
It is still obviously going to come down to execution, right? And they fell really far behind. That's when it felt like the game was in a bad spot. But, oh, speaking of being behind.
Pantheon, though, I don't know. He's got his shield up, and they don't have the damage with only Talia, but now eventually when the Vi comes over, they will finally get the GA out of Raptor. As after the fact, though, they're able to take him down. So nicely done here from Gen.G. They do take out the Pantheon. Clears in mid lane, so it's all go buttons here for the side of BNK as the knockback comes in, and the chains find Diablo at max range, and that'll be the end of him, and maybe the end of this Baron as well.
The fact that Raptor survives for so long, buys so much time, kind of makes you think maybe BNK FEARX turn this around, but they're just not in position to actually make something from it. And when Gen.G are the ones charging forward, selecting targets, taking them out.
So yeah, just a fluke. Say Gen.G, they say, okay, we lost Chovy, we lost the dragon in the fight. That's fine, we're just gonna kill you and make the game unwinnable for you. And just trying to make his presence felt. They want to try to challenge the Banana Brush.
Oh, they're going.
Okay, they're just gonna pull the trigger here, looking for Ruler. It looks like he still doesn't have his flash. The flash on in the sun, and they get Ruler. The Varus is gone, but take a look at Diablo. He's able to flash over the wall. He used it against Chovy, kinda. As now Canyon's going deep just to take out Diablo, but they can't quite do it. The exhaust comes out, and he will be surviving for now. As Chovy trying to do damage on the right side, not doing so, but there's the knockup onto the Pantheon. A knockback from Chovy, but still Kellen lives, still Raptor lives. And eventually Keen will get the job done.
Oh,
but Vikla going crazy mode is going to take out Duro, and now Keen, he says, I am the true carry of this game, picks up the triple, and will get this Cloud Soul.
Well, I can confirm Keen is feeling much better right now. Ruler goes down, eventually Chovy goes down, but they still have another carry from a distance. Or of just securing the dragon.
This is such a Kellen moment.
Okay, yeah.
Like, this is something that would only happen to Kellen.
Yeah, okay, so Cloud Soul secured, which is a pretty big boon for Gen.G. And they get the fight win, but this was a crazy one. Keen just survives so long in these situations, heals up so much over the extended fight.
아, 뭐 안 될 것 같은데, 그지?
So I don't think I can get this, guys. 40, minute 30 here. But it looks like Gen.G want to pull the trigger first as they're looking for Raptor here, who does not have his flash, used it to take out Ruler. And now Duro's going to go pretty deep just to keep them occupied while the GA is running out here. They take down Raptor. As now Kellen just going to throw up a fist, and he doesn't have his flash, so he's just dead. Remember, he used his flash kind of willy-nilly earlier on.
The Varus ult available, and as a result, it's really hard to step up. They might even look for the end.
Trying to poke down Vikla here. Keen is going deep for this one as the sweep comes in. And the ult from Canyon, they're going so deep to take him out, and they will be able to do so. As they also get clear, only Diablo lives just barely. At the end of the day, it is just him. Flash on in from Chovy just to deny the curtains. And Kellen does respawn just to witness the Nexus that will eventually fall if Gen.G do attack it, which it looks like they will do now. Gen.G, bit of a roller coaster ride in this first game, but they get right back on the horse.
The Zehen, who inherently you don't get momentum from because he revives, and a Wukong, who's a slippery target, and they're being buffed by the Seraphine. So unless BNK FEARX managed to find the lead and snowball,
then go into game number 2 with not the same draft up against a team like Gen.G.
That's the annoying thing as well about playing into Ashe Seraphine, is Ruler's flash is nearly up, but he just sent a hawk shot across the map and spotted Raptor. So if you wanted to gank while it was still down, he knows where you are. He obviously did just take dragons, so that was a giveaway too, but that extra vision gives so much safety to this bot lane.
The rotation's coming pretty quickly.
That might be a timing, actually.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for Duro's flash at the very least. The arrow is good. The Encore catches both, but that's going to be the end of the Seraphine end! Ruler goes down! Even with the sums burned, the quick rotation here from BNK works out.
2 seconds, because every time you do that, there is a tax that Gen.G will make you pay.
Yeah. Diablo goes in here. It looks like a good trade initially, but then we're going to have the cleanse come through, and Ruler is quite low. You know, Chovy's off the map, he doesn't have TP, and he's not going to spawn here for 8 seconds. So for a moment in time, BNK will have a 4v3, as we are going to have the engage coming on in. Ruler already getting cullinged out, as Keen's going to be the one that TP's down, but so comes the Scion. But Diablo's just getting knocked up forever, not really able to do anything. Clear doing a good job of zoning away the bottom lane here, but Keen is just such a menace as Vikla goes over the wall. They're able to take out Ruler. But I just don't think they have damage to take out Keen pretty much ever in this game. We'll have to wait and see, without Diablo at least. As Clear's gonna be knocked back. Chovy finally does get here. As Clear also very tanky in his own right. The knockup goes in onto Duro. And Zombie Scion's gonna try to finish that off. Don't think he'll be able to. Trying to get on top of Canyon actually, but eventually they use abilities and get away. Yeah, and for BNK, you're hoping and praying that it's Hextech Soul here. You need that extra damage. It allows you to get much better pick potential as well with your Ahri and your Lucian. A lot of burst on top of it all. Just feels like, I mean, it's often the best option, but especially here, they would love that. It is going to be Mountain Soul.
I think you're still going to have issues with lacking damage, but I think if you get it early enough, it can be a big boon that can help you win. And now Raptor might have stepped.
Yeah, you can see a bit baited into that one. The Grim Deliverance does come forward as Keen is trying to chase him down, is going to have the dash and the pullback, and that'll be the end of Raptor. Keen picks up a kill, and this Zahen, I mean, Keen was the guy in game 1. It looks like he's ramping up to be the guy.
You're shielding everyone. Every time Seraphine presses the buttons, it's just providing so much. If you can blow up Ruler, blow up Duro.
Trying to get on top of Canyon here. He is getting extremely low, but the Encore does come through. They're looking to turn it around with the Cyclone, but Raptor, he's not done yet. He flashes in, takes out Canyon, and now Duro in the front line just gets blown up by Clear. And another kill onto Ruler here as Zahen. Keen is really going to try to test that theory once again, as he's got that passive stacked up. Chovy as well doing a bunch of damage on the right side, but it's still a 4v2 as they're trying to take out Kellen, and he will be able to, but he does go into his passive. Chovy trying to take down Diablo, but Clear making space for him, but not against Keen. That's a nice flash here from Diablo, but eventually buttons come back up, and he will be taken out, and they'll just have to back away.
This time he's gone just Rabadon second. Just big hat. Aurora does have a big hat, so thematically, making a lot of sense.
It fits.
But yeah, Gen.G this time still have flashes on the bot lane, a lot of safety there. They send down the Herald mid lane, setting up for the Dragon. Gonna be difficult for BNK FEARX to approach.
Vikla trying to get a flank TP here down to the bottom side of Gen.G. And they're utilizing Clear to take over control of the Banana Brush. This gives a decent position for BNK. It looks like they want to go maybe on a Canyon with the Ahri over the wall. We'll have to wait to see. The Charm is going to miss, and the Zahen's in the front line, and he is surviving as Raptor finally throws out his ult just to die immediately. And that means no smite here for BNK, and a Dragon fight win here for Gen.G.
So much value there from the, ooh, still looking, from the Seraphine ult.
Oh.
Still looking. Not finding anything though. Reserved with the summoner spells. You even saw in that last fight, Duro like waited till the last second, like, do I really want to flash? Am I really going to use it?
Chovy, he thinks he can get away with the ult, but the flash on in from Raptor says no. That's a shutdown here for Vikla, currently 2-0-6. And ahead on gold. They're even going to get the TP out of Keen as well. So
that's good value. You know, you get
huge.
Get the TP out of Keen. Can they translate the kill into anything more? I'm not so sure, but getting the TP from Keen is something at least.
Looks like just gold for now. Certainly a good kill. They were about, 4,500 gold behind. Now they're just 3,000, so trying to make it as close as possible. Arrow also going to go wide. Ruler just running straight at Diablo. Meanwhile, we do see Raptor just get blown up on the top side of this fight as Diablo now in a lot of trouble. He's being kited down himself. Kellen tries his hardest to keep him alive, but eventually It's just going to be the end of both of them as very split fight that Gen.G won both sides.
That was so close to Ruler going down. He puts up the nervous Yumi emote. That's how I felt, watching his health bar in that situation. Raptor, unfortunately, was on a ward, so he just got instantly exploded. Didn't even get a chance to ultimate there. And the game, I think, slipping away from BNK FEARX being, you know, a hugely winning play for Gen.G, even if Ruler had gone down. But it's just that intense sort of fight between them, because the only way we lose is if someone gets charmed.
Yeah. That's a great call, I'd say. Diablo, on the other hand, not the best of calls. And he's going to get caught out. Grim Deliverance, huge value there on a 2 is what it's like. Yeah, that's a 3-0 all right. He's not the only one to predict 3-0 today as well. This one might be coming true though, unlike yesterday. Canyon on the right side wanted to say hello and might just die for it. Is going to jump on in, and the Encore just going to run through, but not going to do quite enough. They're actually going to take out Keen as well. An overextension from Gen.G gets them out of position. And right after what Dave got on camera, coincidence, I think not.
All with Did's fault. As soon as he showed up,
He didn't know he was that powerful.
Yeah. I think BNK FEARX were like, there's only 2 of them. We can just take the dragon.
He's gonna flank.
Now they're like, guys, we need your help. We can't just take the dragon. We need supervision.
Duro with the steal. The boom boom.
If he gets this.
He's trying to channel his Canyon flag energy.
You know, I was hyping it up
that early, but he got the job done anyway. Ult on into Chovy, who's just trying to go invisible and use that to get away and do a bunch of bursts to Diablo, but it's not quite enough. And all of a sudden, I mean, BNK, they are fighters. They just fight back, they claw back at any opportunity.
Kills. It was used about 5 seconds earlier on Canyon, who died anyway.
We got a fight here on a Raptor. He most likely is just dead.
Yeah, it's because he's on the wrong side of the jungle, because this isn't where the Raptors are.
I think they need to get Ruler.
Okay, you could have just said yes.
They need to get Ruler. And if they can do that, then they can win a fight.
Okay, Death Cap secured. TP coming in. This is the moment for BNK FEARX.
This is the fight.
Oh,
Raptor just gets arrowed and...
Never mind.
Yeah.
The moment's over. They missed it.
Well, he hits a charm onto Zahan. Does get his shield down. Diablo's like, oh god, I'm playing Lucian still. Clear is very low, although Canyon gonna get charmed up, and he goes a bit too deep, and probably gonna go down here first, but does have the GA, and so does Raptor. So trading GAs here. Diablo cutting it out, but he goes down, and so does Vikla. And so does this game. Gen.G gonna take the fight in a very easy fashion, and they get the job done here in game number 2.
Well, as I was saying before, Brendan, the game was already over, right? And there was no moment. So your implication that perhaps BNK FEARX had a chance, ludicrous.
It's probably so smug again.
Oh, that's the worst.
But the thing is, he's not the only 3-0 predictor. There are dozens of us. You have to care about all of us. That's going to be the end of this next. It's 2-0 to Gen.G. Kind of the expected result so far.
Genji just kind of said, you know, you can have Gwen. We will just pick Gnar into it. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think BNK FEARX pretty okay with this. Much better than last draft.
Yeah, not because there's a lot of CC, but because it's extremely telegraphed and it's strong.
And it's been a pretty slow... I mean, I feel like this is kind of going to be the case because until Vikla gets a chance to move, there's just not that much setup. Neither jungler is really a ganking jungler.
Well, it looks like pretty much every single needle missed. I think maybe the first one hit.
Yeah, I think
after that, yeah.
Keen doesn't do well with needles. It's like he has a phobia. He just avoided all of them. Yeah. Odds are low of him getting Raptors here.
Oh, he got like a couple of little ones.
Couple of little chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have reflect.
Stun cards himself again. Oh, round 2?
Yeah, there's the root. I think Vikla's just, that.
Gar having a bigger lead in the top lane. Mel having a bigger lead in the mid lane. Oh,
this time the needles are connecting.
Well, most of them.
Yeah, the first couple of...
Keen didn't get the follow-up shots, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we are going to see the replay.
I guess he thought that
탑에 공 쓰고 죽었다. 나이스.
I guess he thought Chovy didn't have enough mana.
Also, Vikla did ult on the play, which Chovy did note there. Second dragon goes in its Infernal Soul for BNK.
Between them.
Yeah.
When people get low. Chovy's trying to get some more damage mid. Overgrowth going to get some chunking done here.
That turret is going down on this next wave. As we have backs here from Ruler and Duro, and Diablo picks up a big amount of gold. This is definitely a good start for the bottom lane. Really, yeah, it's not fair when your top laner always wins.
It's a bit unbalanced.
He's feeling a lot better today compared
Yes.
to the series against DK.
He's feeling pretty good. He's in pretty good form.
Yeah.
Very wealthy right now. BNK FEARX trying to set up the mid, get some pressure on the tower. Backing off now. It's 25 seconds until the dragon.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to deal with this, as we do have no TP for Keen. And actually, Vikla's just going to get here first, so it's a 5v4 in favor of BNK for now, as Keen is trying to run on up, but they don't quite get any picks. Finally, they're going to get Chovy, and the damage is there from the Gwen, as now Keen arrives with the Meganar, is going to find Raptor, and that's the jungler, who they do take out as Canyon, just going insane mode on the Aatrox. As that's going to force the flash here from Diablo. The wall hits him, but he is living for so long. Ruler has to flash into range just to be greedy, and he's not going to get the kill. As Clear clears the entirety of Gen.G after the fact.
Keen tries to follow. Looks for Diablo here. Such low health bars.
Ooh.
And look how low Ruler is. He wants it so bad. Ah! Oh, man.
There you go.
Love to see it from Vikla.
And
Feel the hype.
this is huge momentum for BNK. This is exactly what they needed.
Keen was 1,100 gold ahead. He is now 300 gold down. He's going to be in such a good spot. He's going to be so strong on those 3 items. So BNK FEARX in a great spot. If they get those 3 items for that 4th dragon fight, that could be the angle for BNK FEARX.
Well, this is the angle to take out the Gwen. You call over your Aatrox and say, let's do it, as Keen gonna go Mega. And that means there's no kill potential, and that is a shutdown for Keen as he tries to work his way back to 1,000 gold in the league. You know, he's only got one way to, yeah, he's got the gold card, but can he deal with Raptor? The ult's gonna come out, and they give the kill over to Diablo. Should not have ulted. He is going to pick up all those cinders after getting the turret as well. That's got to feel good.
So he should, I would think, after getting this wave, probably have rapid fire. Yes, maybe, perhaps.
Yes. And now Vikla might be in a little bit of trouble. We have TP coming in. The gold card actually is going to save him. And now, you know, TP coming in from BNK. We got Chovy and Canyon already pretty low. Look at Chovy. He's not really able to do much. Just getting run down by the Mundo. He's already dead. And now we got the Destiny coming out. They're looking to pile in onto the Aatrox. So much healing there from Canyon. But I think eventually, right, they should just take him out. As there it is, the cards get it done, and that's the end. And maybe just Infernal Soul for BNK.
Yep, that should be a secured, currently contested. The attempt to get a pick on a Vikla, you could see the logic from it from Gen.G, but Vikla had summoned, had a way of disengaging, and all of BNK FEARX moved in to collapse in return. Vikla as well. Actually, gold cards Canyon. Oh, never mind.
Well, I guess Keen is also dead. I'm not really sure why he's still down here after the Drake was taken, but that's going to be a free kill on top of it all.
Right now, clear zoning the rest off.
Meanwhile, Ruler might just die. Tons of shielding does come through, though, and Ruler will survive, and that's going to be the end of Diablo, as he does get ulted from afar by Chovy. They're going to look to take down the Baron anyway. And
okay,
Ruler
they're
doesn't
still
have
ahead.
sums, and he's not here. So I think they can just get it. A little bit of shenanigans here as they're trying to keep Gen.G out of the pit and anywhere near it. No root comes down. Vikla is going to get flashed on, actually, but he just runs away, utilizes the walk strategy, and they cannot get on top of him. BK, they get the Baron, and they're going to pick up 2 kills. Gen.G kind of floundering and struggling to make their way into the pit, and they're going to pay a deep price for this one, as that will be the reflection here from Chovy, but the chase is still on. Again, BNK very good at just running at them, and that's going to be Duro going down, and Chovy soon to follow, just throws out an ult. And yeah, at least Ruler gets away, but BNK are dominating now.
Yeah, I don't think I could have handled it if they'd ended up losing base.
Yeah. And that's exactly where you want your Diablo to be if you are Pigla. And they still have Baron here. 6,000 gold Red Bull Baron power play, and they're not done yet. And they should be able to take down this top inhibitor. And the poke is just too much for them to handle. Diablo's popping off, and well, Raptor kind of tanking everything, but
He's pretty tanky. He
is Mundo, so he does that pretty well.
They have good pressure right now.
Keen. I mean, even the TF is just doing insane amounts of damage, has 16 stacks on the Jais.
Very fed.
And he has Infernal Soul, which just adds so much on top of everything else. Just a couple of mistakes from Gen.G at key moments, and BNK playing a really strong series. Looks like, yeah, Roller just has to run away again. And that's kind of been his role so far, as that's it's going to be the Nard down as well. And BNK, they're just keeping him at arm's length and saying we can do whatever we want.
There's no easy way to close distance. They just don't have engage.
Yeah, just don't really have an option, especially with Keen in Mininar. So Canyon just going to kind of frontline for them, and that will be the end of this game. BNK still alive in the series, and they will take a game off of Gen.G. We finally have a series on our hands.
Yes, some of these picks can be really frustrating to deal with, but it just, you know, if Renekton Nidalee falls behind, if Zoe falls behind, there's not that much protection for the Jinx.
Canyon is a bit of a Nidalee connoisseur. Kind of goes without saying, but yeah, nice to see the stat.
Yeah. Oh, that's
hook into the minions, and now Diablo just stunned up basically forever. Doesn't want to flash, uses the barrier instead, and Spear nearly hits him, and he might still die. As Canyon's getting ready to jump on in, as the tanking goes over to Ruler, he's able to flash out. It's an easy dive and a kill onto Diablo for first blood. A lot beefier.
Yeah, still has this engage tool, which is nice. But dealing with 6 item melee carries, not so fun. No matter how tanky you are.
Loose, you know. Nowadays he has learned his lesson.
No, he hasn't. No, he has not.
A little bit.
He would still do that. Yeah, it's just... Do you remember release Zoe, just, you know, the early redemption? And just being able to slam that down?
Yeah.
Just having a free locket is just not balanced.
Know exactly where she's going to go back, and it makes these pick potential plays from BNK very obvious to play. As Clear was thanking his lucky stars last time, but now with the Dominus coming in, he is desperately trying to clear the wave. As one stun comes through, Keen is going to eat a couple of turret shots, but pretty simple enough here for Gen.G.
Yeah, he really tried. Bot, because there was a window that was open and available, but this is kind of what we expected. First and foremost.
Yeah. It seems like bot lane is kind of going the way it has been after the dive, which is Ruler about 400 gold in the lead, did pick up a call of his own.
Yeah, so here, the first one, so he gets it into the wall, but the second drag of the hook pulls him out of it. But he gets a reduced cooldown because he hit the train, and then here, because he hits the train again, it does get him out of it.
뺐어. 슬래시 노플. 야, 이게 저렇게 되네.
Ruler was very surprised. He was like, whoa, that's the way it works.
Even though it came down after he went to it. But,
well, yeah, he's going to be pulled back once again, and this time Duro does not have his flash, so can be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to hook into the wall once again. Duro is clean on this Nautilus, and he will live, as now the hook comes back in. Kellen is dead. We got the TP here first from Keen, and now BNK are just running for their lives. So much damage is being thrown down, and there's nowhere for BNK to run or to hide. Flashes being thrown out here. Chovy behind enemy lines into 2 of them, and even lands the bubble. It's beautiful from Chovy to finish it off. And now it's 7-0, 6,000 gold the lead for Gen.G. This one might just be over.
And I think Kellen might have respawned in time, so it wasn't quite an ace, but it pretty much was. All 5 members of BNK FEARX going down to 6,000 gold lead. This is what you need with the Nidalee composition. And Duro is just doing his best Spider-Man impression, the way he's just latching onto these walls. Crazy work. So here's the first one. Again, grabs the terrain, but he's pulled out of it. But he gets the reduced cooldown. It's halved, so notably he can go for it again. Buffers out the CC, walks off, gets the heal, and then he's like, oh, now I have my cooldown again. I'm going for Thresh. They get that first kill, and then they can move forward aggressively.
I would actually, but
oh, so you would bet your hair?
Still no hair bet. No,
still no
it's
hair bet.
Not gonna happen. Maybe we should call up Atlas and see if he'll bet his hair, even though he's not working today.
Just invoke it. You know what? You know what I think actually should bet their hair? Because the first time...
Oh no. There's the stun, there's the bubble. Yep, see you later.
The first time, it was Atlas who bet his hair.
Yeah.
And there was someone else on standby who didn't.
And who might have that been?
Chronicler, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should bet Chronicler's hair.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
He has quite long hair as well.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
there's a lot to bet. You know what? I'm willing to do it. Are you willing to do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love to bet Chronicler's hair on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Canyon's just gonna go ahead and take the Rift Heralds.
Yeah, we usually try and stay unbiased, but in this situation,
I think everybody can join us. You know,
get behind
they would understand.
this.
Yeah. Duro, they're finally gonna get him to flash out of a Cataclysm. But oh, for who? I'm worried about Diablo.
Nice little dodge.
Yeah.
Raptor just tanked it because he does that. They've spotted Keen.
He does do that. Keen still level 13 Renekton, and not even going to Dominus. Doesn't even give them the time of day.
Man, I've never been so invested.
All right, here's an opportunity. Bikla trying his best. He heard about the hair bet. Ruler just gonna continue with the Rift Herald into mid.
Watch out for the spear!
Yeah, that hit the exact right target as well.
Okay, it's fine, guys. Just back off. You don't need to contest Dragon now. Give space. It's just Ocean. It's just Ocean. It's just Ocean. It's okay. Back off, heal up, give it some space. They've lost some towers. It's unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
Bikla, care for Chovy.
Bikla, no!
Yep, Pen, just walk through it. Walk through it. Nice dodge.
Yeah, he's trying to just walk this one off. He's not even gonna flash. Uh-oh.
Lock in.
I mean, they're trying. They're honestly, like, it looks like they're doing as good as you can
cleanse
from 11,000 gold down. Duro does not have flash, but he's also pretty tanky. I mean, even the power comes in. The rocket gonna hit Kellen, but you know what? I mean, BNK get the pick. We do have Chovy on the long flank, though, coming on in, and the Sonya's is there, and Bikla, oh no! He is just not existing anymore! It's popped like a balloon, Keen once in.
They got him!
And, well, he also...
Oh no, the resets!
Yeah, now we get the resets, now the Jinx comes through, and now there is no hope for BNK in this fight.
Man, why did Gen.G have to be so good at the game?
Oh, Gen.G. Well, BNK had their shot. I feel like, you know, if they had won...
No, it's not over. I'm not giving up yet. I'm not giving up yet.
In the toolkit here for Gen.G to make sure that you do not survive.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
So one of these guys is better at buffering than the other. And it's Duro is better than Raptor in this case. I think the game is, you know, I'm gonna say it. I think the game is over.
You've lost faith?
Yeah, I think I've now that it's 15,000 gold, you know, I think it's safe enough.
Oh wait, Jinx ulted to stop the recall.
Yes.
Oh man.
They're just too good. It's looking like Gen.G is going to Brazil, guys. I mean, if they win this, they will earn a seed to first stand because LCK has 2 after last year. And BNK, they were trying their best. They wanted it so badly. They took out T1 a couple of days ago, and they said, we can take out Gen.G as well. And then Gen.G said no. And I think that's just what's going to happen here. They throw everything into the Renekton. And, you know, they got the Renekton. And that's about it. Flash comes forward. The Battlestar was pretty far off, but it doesn't quite matter. As he's got a Magi, he has 16 stacks. It's 16,000 gold. And Gen.G, they said, we actually lost a game to these guys. Let's lock in. and make sure that that doesn't happen again. Because now it's just a kettle of fish. They're throwing everything at them, and there's no hope here for BNK. Diablo just being bullied in the fountain, and it looks like Gen.G will put the top on this series. Ruler just running in the face of all of them. They can't do anything to this Jinx. It's so sad. And Kennen says, I've been in this position before. Let's just kill the Nexus. Never mind. Let's enable Ruler to get a pentakill instead. I don't think it's actually a penta. It's a double into a triple into Vikla standing still. That will be the end of the series. Quadra for Ruler, and Gen.G will be moving on to the finals in Hong Kong.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.